Well, we finally made it. Welcome to episode 117 of the Primetime Gorehounds. I am Primetime Dane Thomas with the Gorehound himself, Paul Birch, on 5:18 p.m. Central Time on July 17th, 2025, watching Event Horizon from 1997. Ought to be a good one. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. There we go. Yes, indeed. Hopefully everyone has a great week. Please be sure to hit the like, subscribe button, and the notification bell as well. And Paul, how are you right now?
Sore. Have my ass kicked at the pit, taking photos at this kick-ass gig, but I'm still here. I'm not dead yet. And I got to do this all again tomorrow and Saturday.
Sounds like you've just been in a fight.
You could say that. I had to put my
Jesus.
finger back in place, but I'm good. No. What happened here, folks, is that this is the first of 3 gigs I got to get photos for today. Today was a bit of a more of a very extreme one. We had 2 bands that played here for the very first time in the UK. Of course, with one of the local bands like Unbarrier. Then we had Total Annihilation from Switzerland. And then all the way from Peru, we had Anal Vomit, which celebrated the release of the 20th anniversary of one of their albums. And
Anal Vomit?
Yeah. So it's a grindcore death metal band, dude. And I'll tell you what,
Lord.
that was some fucking gnarly shit. Probably the wildest gig I've seen in a long time. It was fun though. Plus, because the venue it's a small venue, it was the Underground, and so it was chock-a-block. Temperature, I think, reached about 60 fucking degrees with everybody in there. Body surfing, pit going crazy. And I got a little crazy in the pit too. So, a fun Thursday evening.
All right. Good,
but I'm here.
Good. All right, good. All right, so tonight we're going to be watching Event Horizon. I've heard about this movie a lot. I only watched it once. It's really respected in the horror community. This was Paul's pick. I'm kind of going to be watching this for the first time. Like I remember quite a bit, but it's like I said, it's been a long time since I've seen it. It has a great cast. It has Sam Neill, Lawrence Fishburne in it. And what's this movie about, Paul?
Well, this movie is a sci-fi horror movie that was directed by Paul Anderson, the guy who, before this, did the first movie version of Mortal Kombat. And he also is responsible for the Resident Evil movie series. But a lot of people say that this was one of his best movies he's ever done. So Event Horizon takes place in the year 2047. 7 years before that, there was a spaceship called Event Horizon, which had this space crew that were going to do this warp drive travels to go from one part of space to the other. They were heading for Alpha Centauri. Apparently, they went missing. 7 years later, they get a distress signal from the Event Horizon. The ship has somehow mysteriously reappeared at the edge of Neptune, and the rescue team has to go in there and find out what the fuck's going on. And they soon discover, this ship came back, but it brought a little bit of hell with it too. And I mean literally hell itself.
All right, cool. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into this. All right, so watching this, I'm watching this on Prime. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button. All right, and the rules go 3, 2, 1, play. When we say play, we press play. Again, 3, 2, 1, play. When we say play, you press play.
And if you don't press play, you're gonna have your eyeballs gouged out.
All right, so I'm about 2 seconds in. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, play.
And we are in. What's up, Chaz? I'm still here.
All right, I got the old school Paramount logo here.
Yep. Been a long time since I've seen that old one.
Yeah, the pussies that didn't want nothing to do with Friday the 13th movies.
Yeah, that one. but
Funny
they seem
enough,
to.
but they'll do Event Horizon though. Yeah, yeah. Funny how they uh, fuck Paramount.
Well, the thing about this movie had a lot of production problems. Apparently, if I can get the information up, I'm just going to pull it up for you right now. Um, Part of the thing that happened is that this movie was originally going to be running at 130 minutes, but the studio wanted it to be trimmed down, so it ended up being around 92 minutes. But there was a lot of stuff on here that kind of like would have made more sense of the story for a lot of people. Now, when this movie initially came out, it wasn't received very well by critics. But as the years have gone on, and after a retrospective review, a lot of people say this is one of the best sci-fi horror movies out there. This is the movie that inspired the likes of, I don't know, a little video game series called Dead Space. You remember that one, right, James?
Yeah.
Yeah, I played that trilogy. That is hands down one of the best horror games I've played, and you could tell it was heavily inspired by this movie. In fact, quite a lot of sci-fi horror movies were inspired by this one movie. Sunshine would be another good example of that.
All right, Philip Eisner.
Yep.
Interesting choice for music.
Yeah. Who did the music for this? The music was done by Michael Kamen, and I'll see what he done. 2015.
2015. That was
Well, we haven't.
6 years ago.
That was 10 years ago. We still haven't gone on the moon yet for that kind of thing.
Yeah, 10 years ago. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
2040. I will be 56 by then.
Yeah, 1997. Yeah, 2015. People envisioned a whole new, different world. What 2015 was going to look like.
Yeah.
Flying cars and all that stuff, and it's nowhere near what they thought it was going to be.
No, we still haven't seen any of those yet. Well, you can tell this is late 90s CG effect.
Thank goodness, because, man, that would have been horrible.
That'd have been interesting, but okay.
So many crashes would happen.
Yeah. Back to the Future 2 would be a good example of that. Now, this is a combination of CGI and practical effects with the spaceship.
Okay.
And if I remember correctly, I think the bulk of this movie was done in Pinewood Studios, the same Pinewood Studios that was used for the Alien films.
I'm already getting Aliens vibe.
Oh, yeah. That was one of the things that...
Great movie, by the way, Alien.
Yeah, Alien's a classic. I remember when I first came across this movie, it was like a random TV advert that just popped up. And I was like, oh, I wouldn't mind seeing this, but it was 18 rated. And I was 13 when this came out at the time. So I had to go and ask my mum to send me get a rental copy of this for me at Blockbusters. And that's how I ended up ultimately watching this movie. And I remember first time watching it thinking, damn, this is really good. At first, I couldn't quite figure out what was going on, but then after a second watch, then I realized what was going on.
Oh, there's a Sam Neill.
Yep.
Most known for Jurassic Park.
And The Omen 3.
He was in The Omen 3. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he was Damien. And he was also in a John Carpenter movie, which I've still yet to see, called In the Mouth of Madness.
That's a good one, Mouth of Madness.
Yeah, it's the only Carpenter movie I've never seen yet.
But yeah, Omen 3 is really good. Really good.
Was. Yeah.
That's the one with Brad Dourif, right? No, that was Exorcist 3. That was Exorcist 3.
Exorcist 3, dude.
Oh, okay, yeah, never mind. I've never seen Omen 3.
Oh, Omen 3 was all right. I mean, people say that was kind of like the weakest entry in the series. People say probably the first two movie are the best ones, and the only other movie that I heard people talking a lot about is that recent one that came out called The First Omen, which I have watched, and I thought that one's actually pretty damn good. Daylight Station, low orbit. And yeah, this movie that Lawrence was in. This was actually 2 years before he ended up playing Morpheus in The Matrix.
Yes, he was Morpheus, Furious Styles and Boys in the Hood.
Yep.
Very, very, very good actor. Oh, and there's the Sarge from Dog Soldiers.
Yep. Sean Petrie, who is the son of one of the OG Doctor Who's.
Oh, and then I think he's also fucking
He's Alfred.
He's Alfred. Yeah, Alfred in one of the recent Batman films.
That was the Gotham TV series, I think.
The Gotham TV series, and that chick, I remember being the wife of one of the doctors on Nip Tuck.
Yep, this is true.
Which, by the way, rest in peace to Sean McNamara, I believe his name. He was one of the actors on Nip Tuck. I don't know if you've ever seen that show, Paul. It's a pretty good show. And he was also I think it was Dr. Doom on those Fantastic Four movies.
Oh yeah, that's the guy who passed away. Yeah, I did hear about that. That's a shame what happened to him, dude.
Oh, Richard T. Jones is in this shit too. Wow, this is actually a good cast. Of course, Richard T. Jones. Me and Quez did a movie where he plays Mike on Why Did I Get Married? The asshole.
Yeah. But yeah, the character he plays in this movie, let's just say he has a bit of an MVP moment later on. But yeah, the cast in this is really solid. It's a very solid cast in this. Oh yeah, cryo sleeping like that. You want to sleep in a water tank?
A water tank?
Yeah. That's going to fill up with water and you're sleeping in it for the next 40 or 50 days. Unless you want to stay awake for the whole trip.
Nah, I'm good.
That's what I thought. Jason Isaacs here. Another damn good actor. He's been in quite a bunch of good movies over the years. He was the villain in that Mel Gibson historical movie, The Patriot. He was in the Harry Potter films, Black Hawk Down. And he was also in, a cameo appearance, of course, but he was in the first Resident Evil film.
Yeah, thank you, Chaz. Julian McMahon. That's his name. Julian McMahon, yes. Julian McMahon and Dylan Walsh from Nip Tuck.
Oh, yeah. Now, check this out. What I was saying about the initial cut of this movie, apparently, Paul Anderson's initial cut of this movie was 130 minutes, right? When they showed it to the test audience, it was so fucking violent. Paramount ordered him to cut 30 minutes out of the movie to tone down some of the violence.
Of course they did. Anderson
said he didn't have enough time to re-edit, and he believed he cut out 10 minutes too much. Although it was announced in 2012 that the producer, Lloyd Levin, found the VHS tape that contained the full version of the movie, but it was revealed in 2017 that neither Levin has seen it yet. And as they're both too busy doing the stuff, and of course the VHS copy of the film, the condition of the quality of the film is so bad, it's pretty much unusable. So that footage is now lost forever because of it.
That's unfortunate. So we're never gonna get a director's cut.
Nope. And I know what bit they I think I know one of the bits they cut out, and it's later on in this movie. I will get to that when we get there. But yeah, the official name of the gravity machine, which I'll get to that in a bit. But the movie, like I said, the movie was mostly met with negative reviews, and it didn't do very well at the box office. I mean, this movie had a budget of 60 million, and it only made 42 million.
That's bad.
Yeah, and the movie was released on the 15th of August, 1997, where you are. We got it about a week later. But apparently
Wait,
it did on
We said August 15th, 1997.
1997, August 15th.
Wait, hang on. Wait, I'm just checking something.
I think Scream 2 was out around that time.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this used to creep me out when I saw this as a kid. Because she had no eyes.
Yeah,
They weren't there.
I saw.
But yeah, like even though this movie didn't do well initially in the cinema, it sold ridiculously well on home video, especially on its first initial DVD release. So Paul Anderson got contacted by Paramount to do a restoration of the deleted footage, but Paul said, "Dude, I can't. The footage is in bad quality. We won't be able to work with it." So Paramount fucked up on that one, dude.
As they tend to do.
Yep.
As they tend to do. Didn't the same thing happen to Friday the 13th Part 7? Where they forced them to cut footage and then.
Oh yeah. They butchered the fuck out of that one.
I'm telling you, bro. Like they're. What they did to that franchise was just annoying, super annoying. Oh, we don't want to be associated with those films, but we'll keep them because we like the money they bring in.
That's how it works, I guess. Hey, Lou, what's up in the chat?
Yes, I'm seriously getting Alien vibes right now.
Oh yeah, you'll definitely there is one scene in this film, and it is the way the camera works, it is a straight up nod to the first Alien movie. You'll know when you see it.
He's gonna take Denny for Christmas. I'll get him for the summer, so everything's all right.
Yeah, I swear, if I see a xenomorph pop out, I'm just like, oh, we could have just watched Alien.
Oh, you're not going to be seeing xenomorphs, Boo. You're going to be seeing something a lot worse than that. Yeah, apparently the guy who wrote this, Philip Einzer, he wrote this movie after a family tragedy and recently entered a multi-picture writing agreement in an effort to force himself to get back to work. He pitched the idea of, well, basically, to describe this movie in a nutshell, he basically said this is basically The Shining in space.
I'm his best friend, okay? I'm the lifesaver and the heartbreaker. He's a rescue technician. This is Peter's medical technician and my pilot.
Yeah, I've always been a fan of no movies like this, takes place in an isolated area,
Yeah.
Gives you time to build tension, give you time to build that claustrophobicness, which I think is some of the more scarier movies. And then, and of course, like I say, the slow burn, get to know the people and all that stuff, which I believe is very important in horror movies.
Exactly. And for a movie like this, Alien did the same thing as well, but a slow burner. So he's following that template when it comes to how he's setting it all up here.
Well, not just Alien, but Alien, Halloween, a bunch of films, even recently, the Conjuring movies, James Wan, how James Wan directs horror films, it's like, it can be done, but people just, have short attention spans. We just want to get to the action right away. And it's like, no, that's not gonna, like I said with, I forgot what movie we did, but I just like, it's like an AEW match. Like, just like, yeah, screw the storytelling and psychology. Get to the flips.
I think that was Children of the Corn. We mentioned that.
Yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, you can do all that cool shit, all you want, but what is there to go off of after that? Like,
yeah, like if you
got nowhere to go.
Yeah, like if you fire all your best shots early on in the film, then the rest is just going to be shit.
Yeah, Will Ospreay.
Yep. I'm looking at you, Young Bucks, as well.
I really don't like him, Paul. I don't.
I'm not a fan of Will Ospreay either. I think he's you know.
Why you don't like your fellow countrymen?
He just comes off as annoying when he's doing that bruv all the time. He's like, "What are you doing, bruv?" I'm just like, dude, you sound like a chav. Knock it off.
A Chad. What does a Chad mean?
It's an English terminology for to describe certain people. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I agree. He is annoying, and he comes off. If you watch his interviews, he just comes off kind of. I know, but he has ADHD. I don't care. He comes off as unlikable.
Bro, I have ADHD and I'm on the spectrum, and I'm not a pain in the ass like that. Oh, I can be at times, but not that extremely, you know. I just don't get his attitude sometimes.
Well, I mean, if you have been told for like a decade how great you are, and you are, I hate saying this, but I'm going to go and say you are a mark for yourself, and people are telling you how great you are. Yeah, you're going to develop a diva attitude.
Basically, he thinks his shit don't stink. Gotcha.
Yes, pretty much. And it's
Yeah,
not just wrestlers. It's not just wrestlers that feel that way. I mean, Paul. I mean, you should know. And there's some, theater performers or actors that feel that same way. They think their shit don't stink.
Yeah, I mean,
they,
I'll
they
admit,
they put on a mask in front of the public, but behind the scenes, Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, in the early days when I started off acting, like almost 20 years back, I was almost guilty of that. But as I've gotten older, I'm just like, you know what? I'll just take whatever happens. Still haven't kicked that. Still haven't got through my foot in the door yet.
I don't know. Paul being a diva sounds fucking hilarious to me.
You know how it is, man. I was young and stupid back then. But you know, when you start grinding, it humbles you quick, you know. So it's all good.
Ooh, happened here.
Yeah, that's that audio recording.
So this is.
That's Latin.
Mm.
But yeah, the apparently the crew of this ship they activated the gravity drive, which was meant to get them from point A to point B by folding time and space, as he described earlier. They were going to go to Alpha Centauri, but that's not where they went.
So pretty much they're gonna go to this abandoned ship.
Yep.
That's where they mess up, man. You go places where you're not supposed to go.
Well, you saw how the pilot reacted when the doctor said, "Yeah, we're going to be going to the event." He's like, "Yep, that's bullshit." He's like, you can tell he doesn't want to be there. This guy here.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's a common phrase people like to use in horror movies. That's called "mind your fucking business."
Yeah, really.
That's what happened there. That's what happened with Jeepers Creepers, man. They didn't mind their fucking business.
Yeah, they fucked around and found out.
Oh, look at me! I gotta be a good person and see what he threw down that pipe.
Sometimes it's better to just keep on driving when you see shit like that.
I will say this: the design of the ship and all stuff is cool.
Yeah, I mean, for a movie that's almost 30 years old, it still holds up, even now.
And pretty much like so from what I gather, so it's kind of like yeah, it's a pretty cool ship. Like I said, it's a cool set.
Yeah, because when I look at
I like this cast.
Yeah, it's funny too because when I look at the cockpit of this ship, it reminds me of the ship that the main character on the first Dead Space game shows up in with his crew. It has that same cockpit similarity, and I'm just like, oh yeah, that's a nice nod. Can't even see the damn ship. Oh, there it is, right in front of you. And as for the Event Horizon ship itself, it almost has that, like, well, not exactly the same structure, but it kind of reminds me of the Citadel space station from System Shock. Well, the front part of the ship does anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And I'll tell you right now, James, if you like sci-fi horror first-person shooter games, you need to play System Shock, dude.
Is it good?
It's really good. They did a remake of it in last year, and they just recently released the 25th anniversary enhanced edition of the 1999 sequel. I'll say this too. That's the game that inspired another video game called BioShock. If you remember that one, you'll know how it goes. But yeah, the design of this ship is just
And what was the budget you said? 60 million?
budget. Yeah, the budget was 60 million, yeah.
Okay.
So Paul Anderson made
that's relatively small, to be honest.
that's modest in today's films.
Very modest.
But then again, we've seen over the years, we've seen movies that has a budget like this, and they make a shit ton of money. I mean, I'll give you an example, like another Paul Anderson movie, Resident Evil. I think it's Resident Evil Retribution, the fifth one. That had a budget of 60 million, and it went on to make damn near 260 million. So now look at the readings of the ship. According to that readings, it says that there's life signs all over the ship. Now, don't you find that a little bit odd?
That is very odd.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it used to be a colony, and then the fucking xenomorphs took over.
We don't know where this ship has been yet.
That looks like a big dick.
Well, you could say that. I mean, it's got like the bit of the back end looks like a ball sack, and the front part looks like
exactly. A flying dick. Yes.
That ship is gonna bone a plant. Oh, I'm gonna leave it alone. Now listen to this. You're gonna find this funny. Paul Anderson said that one studio executive inquired whether this movie could be a PG-13. So the studio wanted this to be a PG-13 initially because Paul Anderson's previous movie, Mortal Kombat, was a PG-13. However, the initial cut of this movie ended up getting the NC-17 rating. You know how that goes. So that's why they had to cut everything down to like an R rating. But as you've known, as of late, unrated movies seem to be making good money. We know which film we can give an example of on that.
And yes. Would you like to do like a job like in space?
The money's good and it'll give me a reason to get out and about for a bit, but the downside of it is though, you don't know what the fuck you're gonna walk into.
That's what scares me. Like, you don't know what you may run into out there. We don't, because that's the only thing that's always been fascinating about space. Like, we don't know what's out there. Like with Mars and Jupiter and all that stuff. Like, we don't know what kind of life forms are on those planets.
Exactly. And I'll tell you right now, if you think xenomorphs are bad, you should see the fucking things you got to fight on Dead Space. They're called necromorphs.
Sounds scary.
Go on Google, type in Dead Space necromorph images, and you see what they look like. It'll give you fucking nightmares, dude. I dare you to look it up right now.
No, I'm good.
All right, well, I'll tell you what. I'll send you an image.
Don't.
This will be for later. I'm not going to show you the really nasty ones. I'm just going to show you the basic one you first run into, man.
There's different versions of these things.
Yes.
Oh,
And let me put it like this. Picture them as a combination of zombies and the Thing, and you're about a third of the way. Right. I'm about to share you an image of a group of necromorphs right here and right now. You ready?
I guess.
There you go.
Hang on. Fuck.
Yeah, they were human. See what it does to them?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good on that.
You sure you want to play that video game now?
No
Jump
shit.
scare.
No, okay.
I love that kind of jump scare. It just comes up out of nowhere, no music, nothing. Boom.
I'll tell you, like for a $60 million budget, it doesn't look bad.
It's pretty solid. Like I said, this whole movie was done in the same studio where the Alien movies were done, Pinewood Studios.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad at all.
Check this bit out. This is creepy as shit. Look at that.
That's a cool shot. That's a cool shot.
Oh yeah. And I could see the studio rigs and the holes if you look closely, but it still looks good either way, man.
Oh, I remember this guy. I remember him from on a very good Kurt Russell movie, Breakdown.
Oh yeah. He was that he was one of the villains in it.
Yeah, he was one of the villains. Yeah.
Yeah, the one with the baseball cap.
He was the guy that appeared slow, but he wasn't.
No. Turned out he was a crafty little shit.
Yeah.
Did you see that then in the ship?
Okay, I mean it's not it doesn't look bad. The CG doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad.
Yeah, I think the CG effects were done, and I know Paul Anderson's used the studio a bunch of times. I think they're called Mr. X Studio. I think that's who did the visual effects for this.
It does not look bad. Yeah, because late 90s, because sometimes late 90s CG, brutal.
Yeah, I know, right? Remember, even though it was a good movie, look how the monster looked on the Relic.
Yeah. That's the kind of
Oh,
danger you played back then.
Oh, wow. We still have CDs in 2047? Okay.
Yeah, I think they're wrong on that end.
That got you, didn't it?
Paul.
What?
Paul.
What? I told you this movie was going to do this to you, man. Why'd you think I chose it?
First, you show me what you show me, then that, bro. Okay.
Well, like I said, man, if you ever play...
keep in mind, folks. This is kind of like my first time watching this, so forgive me.
When was the last time you watched this?
Shit. It was I want to say I was like 7, 8 when I saw this.
Okay, so that means it must have been like early,
like 2000, 2001 ish. Because keep in mind, this is not really a movie. This is not really a movie that they really play on TV.
No, like I said, not a lot of people talk about this movie very much right now these days. But it does have a solid cult following, and that's the one thing about it. And also,
I will say some really cool shots though. Really cool shots.
Oh yeah, especially with this thing. Uh-oh. You're a second ahead of me. I can tell on the audio, but it's good. We're still good. The gravity drive is opening on its own, and I don't think it's meant to do that, dude.
Oh, a black hole.
The most destructive thing in space. And yes, the gravity drive is powered by the black hole.
Yeah, a black hole. Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
want
No.
to
Yeah.
stick
You
your hand
never.
in
You
there.
never want to see that if you're in space.
Nope. Oh, does this remind you of Prince of Darkness?
Get over here.
Yeah. There he goes.
You see, who would do that? Who would just, hey, I'll put my hand in it. Like, no.
Yeah, you know what they say about curiosity. And
Yeah, exactly. People are too fucking curious.
This ain't good.
Man, I'm getting my ass beat because I wanted to see what was going on.
Well, that gravity drive has just gone and fucked up everything in the ship. Look at that. That's a sick ass spark explosion. I just don't understand why the critics initially hated this movie when it first came out. Because I fucking loved it when I first saw this.
Well, I mean, a lot of these people, I mean, when these people watch these movies, keep in mind, they're not horror fans for the most part. Okay. And when, I mean, you know how it is, Paul. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of these are very, a lot of these people are very, snobby, stuck up, like, we don't watch that filth kind of people.
Yeah, right. Well, there's Baby Bear, and he looks like he's seen some shit.
Yeah, stuff like that is why I never want to go into space. Because if the ship, or if something goes wrong, man, you're done.
Yeah, because this is a deep space salvage. I mean, they're on the edge of the solar system here, and they're near Neptune, for crying out loud.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good on that.
Yeah. But yeah, apparently now, if you look at the retrospective reviews, it's now like celebrated as one of the best sci-fi horrors out there. So it's kind of like what happened with The Thing. Like people hated that when it first came out, and now people consider it one of the best sci-fi movies out there. Well, the gravity's back. He just shattered. I'm not sure what that fluid shit is. But yeah,
And I will say this too. I mean, this is wow. This is only a 95-minute film. Yeah, we're getting it's very straight to the point.
Well, yeah, I mean, like I said, initially this movie was going to be 130 minutes, but studio wanted them cut 30 minutes out.
I brought most primary systems online. For now, thank you. Start what's upstairs.
The antennae array is completely fried.
I mean, we're like now.
Oh, she's British.
Yes, she's British.
Oh, I didn't know that. Like, from them talk, like she sounded like it's so amazing to me how easily the British can conquer and master the American language.
Well, yeah, listen to how I sound, and I didn't even practice it. It just ended up being that way when I was learning how to speak when I was a kid. I kind of made it my own. I get asked every time I'm out and about. People ask me, "Where are you from?" And I'm just like, "Well, I was born and raised in England, so." But like I said, I just take it as good humor when people ask me.
Well, your accent your accent slips through every now and then.
It does, I know.
But it's just amazing because for the longest time, Paul, I had no clue that Mel Gibson was Australian.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know that
I
either
had
until
no clue for the longest time. I didn't learn he was Australian like 3 years ago. I thought he was
I know,
from.
right?
I thought, yeah, I thought he was from. I thought he was from like fucking like Wisconsin or something like that.
You really thought that, huh?
Yeah. Then I went and found his I went and found his interview promoting the original Lethal Weapon, and he was speaking his Australian accent. I'm like, what the fuck? And then if you
Yeah.
actually watch Lethal Weapon, the first one, his accent kind of comes and goes in that movie.
Yeah, it does. You can definitely hear it in the first Lethal Weapon movie.
Oh, you hear it in the
After he-
first, and of course, as the series goes on, he masters his accent. But in that first one, it comes and goes.
Yeah. Now
What do you
apparently,
want to hear, Bob?
now apparently there's like three or four of the cast members in this movie are from England. Jason Isaacs is another one. He's from Liverpool, which is where my stepdad lives. Was born.
And for the longest time, I didn't know Jim Carrey was Canadian.
I didn't either until I looked at his Wikipedia. I was like, "Oh, really? Okay." He didn't sound it.
I thought he was from California.
Yeah.
Oh, but he's full on Canadian. I'm just like, damn, he never really talks about it though.
No, he doesn't for some reason. It's probably because of, probably the upbringing stuff. Something may have happened. He may not have had a good upbringing. That's why sometimes the best comedians are usually the ones that have like a dark past.
Very dark past. Yeah, and I have heard and read some of this of Jim's backstory, and it was pretty dark. Like I remember him saying, I remember hearing him saying that his mother had like depression for like the longest time, and he would go out of his way. He would go out of his way to. I think he said one thing like he threw himself down the stairs just to make his mother laugh. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, I mean, like I know he has bouts with depression and mental health, and I can relate to
as
that
most comedians comedians do. Yeah,
Yeah.
comedians are very very sad people.
I mean, look at Robin Williams.
Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
I mean Kevin Hart. His stand-up special. He has a stand-up special where it's called "Laugh at My Pain." Something they take the pain from their lives and then they turn it into flip it for a comedic effect.
Exactly.
That's why I always say being a comedian is not as easy as it looks. It is a very, very difficult profession.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I got a bit of a wit on me, but it's not as sharp as some of the greats that's out there.
Oh no! To be a comedian, man, you gotta, because it's not just I'll just go up there and tell jokes. That's it. Like no, it's like you have to time the jokes. All the it's actually a process.
Yeah, and plus you gotta observe the crowd as well because you gotta kind of go off on that too. As a reference point, I know some people do that as well. There's a video footage right there of the original crew. As I said, this movie has moments where it's just building up, and as the film progresses,
yeah, I like it. I like the build up.
Yeah, I do too. It's one of the things that I really enjoy about this movie is that it really sucks you in and it grabs you and it doesn't let go once it gets you in there. And I'll tell you what, for a medical lab in a ship, that is the eeriest looking medical lab I've seen. That is very, I don't know why, but it definitely reminds me of the medical lab on the first Dead Space game. It has that look.
from what I've seen so far, it's a very. I mean, like I'm getting alien vibes, but even with the ship, like the ship in itself is a character,
Exactly.
and you
As
just
you can see,
feel uneasy, you feel tension all throughout the film. Even when nothing's happening, you still feel uneasy.
what's with that tent? Oh, hell
So
no.
the ship is plays mind games, huh?
Yeah, look at those legs.
See, I like that.
Jesus. Yeah, this movie will fuck with you, man. If you guys are seeing this for the first time, like James is, which he hasn't seen it in a long time, but it might as well be his first time. It's this is a trip.
Yeah, so Sarge from Dog Soldiers. That's a really good movie. Dog
Yeah.
Soldiers. I really, really love that movie.
Damn good movie. I mean, that was one of Neil Marshall's that was his film debut as a director, and that was like one of the best werewolf movies I've seen in ages. And then he follows it up with undeniably another classic, and that's The Descent.
The Descent, yeah.
Captain's
which
Log.
which just had its 20th anniversary.
Yeah, 20 years. God, I remember actually seeing that in the cinema when it first came out, dude. It was a full house. I remember people just being terrified of that movie.
Oh, it's a great movie. It's a great movie.
See that? As soon as they activated the gravity drive and crossed through, something happened. I think I'm a second behind. I just need to fast forward a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, but if you haven't seen Dog Soldiers, think of it a Predator with werewolves.
Yeah, that's the best way to describe that movie in a nutshell. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I remember they were talking about doing a sequel for it, but for some reason or another, there was a lot of.
It never happened, and I
Yeah.
wanted, and I know funny coming from me, but I wouldn't have mind seeing the sequel.
Oh, I'd have been on board for it. Absolutely. They wanted to do it, but for some reason, the powers that be just couldn't get it together. I think it was to do with the who owned the movie license. Dude, this air vent is so. I've seen plenty of air vents in movies, in sci-fi movies, but nothing like this.
Every time I see an air vent in space, I get PTSD. I get PTSD from Alien Isolation.
Oh, that fucking game. And you do know they're doing a sequel, right?
They are?
Yeah. During the 10th anniversary of Alien Isolation, they basically announced and said, "Yep, we're doing a sequel. It's on."
Good, man, but it would be cool if it was like a aliens, like it's Alien Isolation, but you're Colonial Marine. That would be fucking sweet.
Now that I would happily do, because at least then we'll have a gun to fight back. Oh,
But yeah,
I love
but
the lighting of that vent.
it's great. It's great. I see again PTSD, because I remember how fucking I would hide in an air vent, right, and then just fucking out of nowhere that xenomorph got me. I'm like, fuck.
Oh yeah, I got caught out by it a few times. I remember this one time I was at a save terminal. I back off and I get pulled into a fucking ceiling vent, and I was just like, "You bastard!" I was so. I've never listen, dude. I've never beaten that game. I've made it almost to the end, but I just keep getting fucking caught. So I just gave up. I just couldn't.
Bro, it literally,
otherwise,
and it's oh shit. It's the Undertaker. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Oh, that is so Doom. That is something I would see out of Doom.
But I think you said this, Paul. Like they did something where they did something with the xenomorph, so like you wouldn't like predict its patterns.
Yeah, they unscripted its AI.
Yes, they unscripted the AI. Yeah. Which is actually a good idea because it makes I'm gonna hold you up, Paul. There will be moments, Paul, where I'm like, I don't want to play this no more. Like I'm too scared. Like I'm too scared to continue.
I know, right? And what about that situation where you make it to a save terminal, you save the game, but that fucker's right behind you.
It's right behind you. Yeah. Oh, and then god, you hide in a locker, and you hide in a locker. You have to hold your breath, and then but then it can sometimes still hear you. I'm like, bro.
Try playing that game in VR.
Oh hell no.
I have.
Hell.
That is a whole different experience, dude. Dude, see all the fucking nasty shit on the windows of that ship?
Yeah.
That looks like skulls and skin and yeah, it is. Whatever the that
It looks
again.
it kind of looks like a haunted house.
Yeah. This is like let's just go ahead and say it. This is an intergalactic haunted house, and that's what I love about it. Dude, that guy is angry as hell. He's had enough.
You
heard him.
Starting to crack, starting to break.
Yeah. The hallucinations they're getting, the insanity is starting to creep in. Nobody knows what's real and what's not right now.
Yeah, she's pretty hot.
Yeah, what's she up to now?
Like I just remember her being the bitchy wife from Nip Tuck.
Yeah.
And I haven't really seen her anything since.
Well, let me see what she's up to. Well, right now, she's 60.
Okay.
She was in. Let me see.
What's she done after Nip Tuck?
Okay, after Nip Tuck, she was in the remake of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. She was in that Mel Gibson movie, The Patriot, which I was talking about earlier. Red Sparrow, which is a spy thriller. I remember hearing about that. She was in something called The Sandman, which is a television series, and a psychological thriller called Little Bone Lodge, which came out 2 years ago. So
okay.
She's still working.
Still working. Okay. All right.
Oh, Jesus. She's in the Downton Abbey movie as well. Oh, Justin's gone.
Yeah, I literally turned my head for a second, but okay, he disappeared. Okay. Well, that's never good.
He just got up and left.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, it's not. And neither is the lights going out where you are.
I'm digging this build up though.
Same here.
There's nothing has really happened yet. We're only about what 30, 35 minutes in?
We're 50 minutes in.
Yeah, we're 50 minutes in and nothing's really happened.
Except for that. But at this point, I don't care if the ship is busted or not. I'm getting the fuck off this ship. I'm out at this point. That's it.
I want to go home. I want to go home.
Yeah. Fuck this ship. bollocks to this mission. I'm out. See ya.
Oh wait, is that the xenomorphs?
Could be a necromorph from Dead Space. You already saw an image of that.
Don't bring those up again.
And by the way, also they're known to catch you out in air vents too.
In the Dead Space game.
Yeah. Trust me, dude. The moment you start playing Dead Space, you think Alien Isolation is going to get you jumping? You got no idea what's waiting for you on that one. My favorite in the trilogy, I will say, by the way, is Dead Space 2. But the first one's just as good, too.
Okay.
I might... You know what I might do? Because I haven't done a Twitch stream in a while. I might do a Twitch stream of the Dead Space games, and I'll send you the link, and you can come and have a little look at it.
There you go. Ahead.
I will say this as well. 2 years ago, they did do a full-blown remake of the first Dead Space game, and believe it or not, it's actually better than the original.
What's he about to do? Oh, he's about to kill himself, ain't he?
Oh, he's about to say, fuck this shit, I'm out. I'm going to eject. You know, we're going to jump out without a suit. And you know those chambers are going to pressurize.
Jumping, eject yourself out of the suit. That's not a good idea.
and don't forget, that chamber is going to depressurize everything before it opens up. So what do you think it's going to do to him? It's going to turn him into fucking mulch.
Pretty much.
Oh, you better do something. Yeah, unfortunately, what he saw when he went for that gravity drive, it's freaked him out. Yeah, hit that. Oh, he just gone and fucked up.
We're about to get him.
That's not good. You got 25 seconds. You wait until when that pressurizing thing starts, you watch what it fucking does to him. Damn, dude.
Okay.
Oh, shit, look at the veins in his arms. See that?
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
This is not going to be pretty. His eyeballs are going to explode out of his face. Total Recall, anybody?
Wow! Oh!
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, dude, you might as well just shoot me at this point. I wouldn't want to go out like this.
Shoot me, man.
I don't even want to survive this, because even if I survive it, I'm not going to be the same. Look at that. Look at the veins. They're all bulging out of his arms and everything. The internal damage that he has caused himself. Yeah.
Yeah, he was saved, but I think the damage may be done.
Just give me a high dose of morphine. Get it over with, dude.
Yeah. That'd be. Yeah, kind of remind me of Robin Williams' 1 hour photo with the eyes thing.
Oh shit! Yeah. I remember that. I'm gonna admit as well. I think Robin Williams played a very convincing villain in 1 hour photo, and of course,
he was great. He was great.
What was that other film he was in where he was the killer? Insomnia.
Insomnia.
Yeah.
Insomnia with Al Pacino. Yep.
fucking good movie. Really good movie.
Underrated Christopher Nolan movie.
Exactly. And then he went on to do the Batman trilogy, which to me is one of, after the Tim Burton ones, to me that's the definitive Batman trilogies. I do like
that's
the recent
cool.
one that came out
Yeah,
too.
all that's cool. All that's cool. But my favorite is fucking not Interstellar. Dude, what is that movie called with Christopher Nolan? It has Leonardo DiCaprio in it.
Oh, Inception.
Inception. To me, that's my favorite. That's my favorite Nolan film. Inception.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna like this. Apparently during the pre-production process, Hellraiser was another big influence on this movie.
I could tell.
Oh yeah. Oh. Oh, listen to this. Right. Now this one's going to really catch you on this one. Now, Paramount originally planned to release Titanic in July of 97, but when that film was plagued by delays and it had to be rescheduled for Christmas of 97, this left Paramount with a sudden gap in the summer schedule. So that's when they had to prep this movie for a summer release. So there's that. That's another reason why this movie got the summer slot.
Yeah.
They were hoping
kind of set up for failure there.
Yeah, they were hoping to get a big blockbuster. They were hoping Titanic was going to get that summer slot. Didn't happen because of their delays. So they filled this one in, and well, they took a shot, and it didn't quite hit the target in box office numbers. He's hearing voices again.
They talk to me. I'm sorry. What they got him doing at SummerSlam is fucking ridiculous. Randy, both Randy and Drew deserves better.
What's going on? I've been out of the loop because of everything I'm doing.
Man, Randy Orton's gonna be in a tag team match with some singer named Jelly Roll and Drew.
Oh, Jelly Roll, I know that name.
It's gonna be Jelly Roll Randy Orton versus Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre.
All right, well, I'm just going to go ahead and say this. I hope they beat this fucking shit out of Logan Paul over Randy Orton, and Jelly Roll wins that one.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, dude, you know how I feel about Logan Paul. I'm going to leave it at that.
I get it. I mean, I don't hate Logan Paul as much as everybody else does, but I completely understand it.
Yeah. Here you go. He's talking about that guy he saw on fire.
Who, The Undertaker?
Yeah. Lawrence is talking about him. He's saying about fire.
Yeah, Lawrence Fishburne's always been a really, really, really good actor. Always been a fan of his work.
Yeah. He's got a pretty cool voiceover for voiceover work too.
Oh, for sure.
So as you said that he couldn't save him, he just left him. Yeah, that would rack your mind up right there. Now here's another thing. Listen to this. He's saying about that recording. He made a mistake on the translations.
What do you mean made a mistake?
Yeah, because he thought he said "liberate me," which means "save me," but that's not what he said. As you heard there, he said He said, really, what he said was "Liberate tuta me ex inferius," which means save yourself from hell. So does that give you an idea where this ship has gone?
This
Yeah.
is deeper. This is deeper than this is way above our pay grade. We're on
Now,
some
how
different
would you?
shit now.
Now, how would you feel if you were on this ship trying to do your job, and I turn around and say to you, "Oh, by the way, man, this ship literally went to hell and back." Put it this way, I'm not sticking around if I heard that.
Yeah.
Yep. But anyway, for folks who's just tuned in, if you're wondering what's going on in that thumbnail, we are watching Event Horizon. If you guys are enjoying the show, let us know what you think in the comments. And if you want to donate, scrolling down the bottom of the screen, Cash App, PrimePub313.
And hit that like and subscribe button.
And don't forget that too. And share this link to anybody you know that likes to see the stuff we do. Ah, the ship's still busted a little.
Yeah, I think and again, nothing has happened. Nothing has happened.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, here comes the footage. And this is the only way you're going to see this footage is on this clip. And that was the lost footage. And you can only find it at this point.
Okay.
There's a reason why she's freaking out. Wait until you see what was going on with the last crew. Let's see you try and describe this.
Oh shit.
Stuck his hand in his mouth and pulling his own guts out. He's holding his own eyeballs. That's exactly what you'd be saying.
We're gone. We're leaving. We're out of here.
Yeah. He just took one good look at that and just like, yep, we're done. We're out.
Yeah, that was kind of. I couldn't really tell what was going on. It looked like. Yeah, it was kind of tell what was going on there. I mean,
Well,
it looked disturbing, but.
Well, from what I understand, the original 130-minute cut, when they showed that to the test audience and the studio, they did not like it. Not one bit.
Oh, so there actually is a full scene of that.
Yeah, and that was the lost footage. And you can't recreate that now just to do a remaster of it. So
that's unfortunate, man. That's very unfortunate. I would hate to be a director and then like half my footage I meant to show is forever gone.
Dude, I'd be pissed right now if that was me. Because now in today's day and age with movies, you could show that to people now. Because I mean, we've had movies like Terrifier come out, so this would be like seeing shit like that would be tame compared to what we've been seeing as of late.
You're right.
You hear that? I am home. She's lost it. Now that reminds me of Alien. Them trying to get oxygen pads or pipes. Just go, man. Just get out of there.
Yeah, let's go.
No, don't look at the damn thing. That's how it started with Justin. Oh fuck! Here we go again.
Don't go back. It's a trick. This is a trick.
Don't do it. Right now, this bit that's coming up. Right, there's a scene here when you see how the camera sets up. The first thing you're going to see immediately is Alien. Trust me, you'll know when you see the scene. Wait for it.
Oh, gosh. That's not your son.
It's not him, dude. It's not him, lady. Right,
This is exactly how the Xenomorphs got people to shit like this.
See this? Exactly. Look how that camera's set up. Is that just like Alien or what?
Yeah, that's 100% like Alien.
There you go. That was a nod to it. That's not your kid, lady. Nope. Don't do it.
Shit.
Don't go any further.
Yep.
Oh! Oh, watch how she hits. Oh! Oh, fuck!
Ooh.
Oh, look at her legs, dude. She is broken up. And that last little gulp then before she died. Did you see that? That last gasp? Nice little touch of that. I gotta admit also, some of the sound effects to this movie is pretty sick, especially with what's coming up next. Like, when you hear some of these sound effects for this next part, I'm just like, Jesus, when I heard this. I seem to be a second behind again. How did that happen?
That was brutal. That was brutal.
Oh, the way she cracked her head on one of those things on the way down, dude. Damn. Claire, that's his wife.
Yeah, it looks like it seems to be that Sam Neill, he's been like cracking all throughout this movie.
Dude, he's been going mad from the jump.
Oh, wait a minute.
Listen to this cut. Listen. Oh, you hear that pop? Now listen to this sound effect that's coming up next. When I heard this sound effect, I was just like, ugh. It made me cringe. Nice tits. Listen.
Ooh!
Oh.
But again, it didn't show us too much. It didn't show us too much.
But you know what he did.
But we know what he did. So yeah, I like that. I like that. This is good. This is a good movie.
That's why I picked it. Oh, wait a minute. What did he do? What did he do? Oh wait, remember those things they talked about on the side of those ships?
Yes.
That's one of those self-destruct bombs.
Oh no.
He's put it in the fucking ship. He doesn't want the ship to be blown up, and I don't blame him. Oh, come on. You got to find that bomb, dude. Oh, of course. It's on Smith's. All right, go ahead. How long have you got? How long you got? Oh, fuck. Well, there you
Oh
go.
damn.
You saw it in his face. He's like, oh, shit.
I was like, well, this is it.
Yep. Well, what about Cooper? Okay, James. How
Damn.
do you plan on getting back now?
Damn. Now he's stuck. Now he's stuck on the event horizon.
Yeah, that's it now.
Damn.
Fuck.
Oh shit. That's brutal. That's
I
brutal
know.
there.
Don't give yourself a headache, dude. Cooper's still alive?
Oh, he's still alive. Oh shit.
Like I said, he has an MVP moment. He figures out. I guess he's gonna try and get back somehow. Purge.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah. Oh, you better be ready for him, dude. Oh shit!
Oh wow.
You see what I mean? He's got no eyes. They're gone. Ooh. Oh look, is he using one of those tablets to communicate on the call? Funny how we got one of those now.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, Demolition Man predicted tablets.
Yeah. Oh, this is fucked up what he does to him here. This is so fucked up. Take a guess. Look at that.
Ooh. What a nice shot. What a shot.
Strung him up. And pretty much everything that was inside of him is all on that table. Damn. I think that's probably the most brutal kill in this whole film. Is that one of those like bolt guns? Pivot guns or whatever?
Looks like it.
A futuristic nail gun. Let's just go ahead and put it out there. The cinematography in this movie is just top notch. I love the light into this as well. It just looks so damn good. Damn.
A lot of tension, a lot of suspense. It's really good.
I'm expecting just something to jump at him. There's Peters. And so she got cracked in the head. Oh, that's one of them smelling salts, right?
Oh, that was as strong as hell.
Yeah, that shit'll wake you up. The gun's gone. He took the fucking. How did he take the fucking gun? Oh man. Look at that. He stitched his own eyelid shut.
So Sam, you're like the villain now?
I guess so.
It's a cool makeup effect.
It is really cool. So I mean, Sam Neill is at his best when he plays the evil side of himself. A new crew. Oh, you know what he's doing. I'd rather not. I'd rather just explore hell from the comfort of my couch while playing Doom, thanks. Well, what makes you think you can see?
Hey, you've heard of Blind Assassins?
Yeah, Blind Fury, Zatuchi, those ones. Oh, shh. Oh, there he goes again. Damn. Now you got another problem. You're going to get sucked out into space if you're not careful.
Oh.
Damn, that was... Yeah, that's not looking good for him.
Nope, not at all.
See ya. Ooh. Like I said, guys, the movie started off as a slow burner, but when it gets going, it gets going. Oh. I'm just reading into this Event Horizon Wikipedia. I'm going to save it until the end of the film, but there's a little bit of a bit of information that I didn't even know about yet.
Come on, save her! Save her!
Yeah, come on. You said you wasn't going to leave anybody behind. Better hurry up.
Yeah, that's the word. Leave no man behind.
Exactly. Ooh, that was so damn close.
That was very close.
Was he coming? Yeah, I'm not taking any chances either. It could be the mad scientist, or I don't know at this point. No, it's only Cooper.
God, he's been out there for a minute, man.
Like I said, he was the MVP in this movie. He wouldn't go out so easy. He's like, fuck that. I'm still coming. I'm still gonna cut. Put my teeth back in. You get the idea. Ugh. I had a brain fart there. Right. So the plan is they're gonna have to blow the ship up, well, the middle part of the ship, and use the forward part as a lifeboat because they got those cryo things. That's the only way you're gonna get back.
Stasis and stand by for a search and rescue team. Meantime, I'm going to go manually on explosives. Work for Dr. Weir. You go activate the emergency beacon. You get back here. Stay here. You corrupt the craft. Close this door behind me, Lieutenant.
Well,
I like Luke
Suicide
Fishburne in this role. I like him in this movie. This is how he should have been in Predators.
oh yeah.
I did not like how he was in Predators. This is how he should have been in Predators.
Yeah, I mean, Predators was a cool movie. I just didn't agree with his character choice. I don't know who cast him. Yeah, I thought Predators was pretty good.
Okay.
It was the fourth one I have some issues with, man. Because see, when that.
Yeah, by the way, wait.
That's blood. Shining, anybody?
Well, yeah, I was about to say that reminds me of The Shining.
Well, somebody did say this was The Shining in space.
Yeah, 100% The Shining.
Yeah. Okay, he's got the detonator.
We're armed. She's ready to blow. I repeat, we are armed. She's ready to blow.
Bella, can you hear me?
See the way she's shaking? She looks like she's just seen horror right there. And uh-oh. Oh.
Run! King just threw fire at you!
Yeah. Shit! That was real close right there. Now, isn't that an image of hell right there? Ooh.
Like, King won't die. God damn. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's all good. You're fine.
Now, who's this guy again?
The guy he left behind.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Told you she won't let me leave. She won't let anyone leave. Did you really think you could destroy this ship?
Dude,
Oh,
the
that's Sam Neill.
makeup.
Okay.
Yeah, it's him again. Dude, the makeup effects on this.
That's cool. That's a cool design.
I like it.
Kind of reminds me of Victor Zsasz.
I was thinking the same thing.
That's an underrated Batman villain.
Oh yeah, I agree.
To me, he's the scariest villain because it's actually an actual.
There's our thumbnail.
What the fuck is this?
That's some of the footage that was also not used, but it went on a lot longer than what you saw.
Oh, that's what hell's supposed to be?
Yep. Did you see the way that guy had like a big pole sticking out of his mouth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But actually, you know what? I actually like that if we see it in flashes.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually, because I remember hearing about that they said like there was like scenes of what hell's supposed to look like. It's like very disturbing. But I
Yeah,
actually
30
like
minutes
we
worth.
see, yeah, but I like how we see it in flashes though, because it's like it makes your mind wonder, you know.
Yeah. And
Like
let's
if you
and
just see like quick flashes like that, you just go like, "Oh my god, what the fuck is going on there?" So yeah, I actually don't mind that. I don't mind that at all.
I've actually watched those scenes and put it in like frame by frame slow motion to have a good look at it. That stuff. And I'll tell you right now, some of that shit is horrific. Oh, he's hell bent on taking him to hell. But if he says, see that thing was sticking out of his mouth then?
Yeah.
And the maggots and everything.
Yeah.
And that disemboweled body. You caught that there. Well, here's the good news. He saved the ship, the crew members, but the bad news is he's not going home. He's going to hell with them.
That's a leader. Sacrifice himself for the crew.
I hope he's ready to see what he's going to be dealing with, because he ain't coming back.
But yeah, I remember hearing about that. But to me, again, it's theater of the mind. Like I saw that quick glimmer of that pole going to that guy's mouth. You know, it's a quick flash. Sometimes that's all you need, because if you just saw that quick flash, it just makes your mind wonder, like, God, what else could they be possibly doing these people down there? You know,
exactly.
So it works. To me, it works. It works without seeing the full footage.
And just think, he's in the back end of that ship, and that's it. He's gone.
So Richard T. Jones and the wife from Nixon survives. Wow.
Well, don't forget Justin. He's in one of those cryostasis tanks too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Man, what a fucking movie. What a sci-fi horror trip this was. 72 days later. And here comes another rescue team. Oh, that is so aliens. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, he suffered massive injuries, all right.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah.
I don't think I could sleep in a fish tank like that for a while.
Excuse me.
Oh shit!
Oh shit. She's gonna be mentally fucked up forever.
No amount of therapy is gonna get rid of that.
Oh yeah, what they've just been through? Yeah.
Yeah. And that's it.
That's it.
Yep. And that's Prodigy playing. The song's called Funky Shit.
Now you see, Paul. See, this is why I don't like. We have a movie like that. You can't have a song like this playing because it takes you out of the moment that you was just in. Like I would play something ominous, creepy, you know.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why they made that call.
Maybe I play like the screams from people from hell, you know, because there is quote unquote audio of yes, I've been through that side of YouTube where like, you know, apparently some dude like was like drilling a hole in the ground and it got to the point where the thing was getting hot. He put a microphone down that apparently heard screams from hell, which I don't buy for a single solitary second, but I thought I would have played that, you know?
And of course, there's or a better alternative: have nothing play, just silent. Let the credits roll, and that's it.
You know what? That's actually pretty. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
I've seen one or two movies do that once.
Where nothing plays, just the credits. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Yeah, there's been 2 or 3 movies. I've forgotten which ones they are, but I do know I've seen them that do that.
Okay, but yeah, that's an Event Horizon. I thought it was a good movie. I actually thought it was a good movie. I love the build up, took its time. You know, like I said, when you build the movie up, and then when you build the characters, you build the suspense and the tension. Then when we finally reach while we're finally at the peak, then you can do the flips. Then you can do the crazy shit. Then you can do the false finishes. And I was intrigued. And like I said, yes, it's a damn shame that we didn't get to see what we really should have seen. But I think it works. I think it's like I said, the flashes of hell of what it looks like, I think works. I think it still works, regardless.
I think it does too. I mean, like I said, this movie, it's nearly 30 years since this movie came out. It's been like 28 years now. Ironic, 28 years. But yeah, damn good sci-fi movie. Great cast, solid performances on all rounds, and I love the way how this movie just does that whole slow building. That sense of dread. You have no idea what the fuck's about to happen, and then when it happens, and then you realize what it is, you're just kind of like, oh damn! So that's really what's going on right now. Because you think, for all intents and purposes, you think it's like maybe, I don't know, maybe they're going crazy because they're so far out into the solar system. But then when you realize, no, this ship literally went to hell, and you catch these like Hellraiser vibes, and you had nods to Alien with the camera angles, and then The Shining with that blood scene, and you know, it definitely showed its influences on its sleeve, no doubt about it. And but it's still like, it's still somehow is still effective. And let's face it, this movie did inspire a lot of the more recent sci-fi horrors that you see today. I mean, shit, even to some extent, even some of the recent Alien movies like Romulus, I'm guessing must have had some Event Horizon inspiration with the way some of the stuff was building on that. And of course, video games like Dead Space, and another movie that had a similarity to this, and which came out 10 years after this, and that was Danny Boyle's sci-fi movie Sunshine. So this movie did inspire a lot of other films afterwards, and it's crazy how when this movie first came out, people hated it, and now here we are many years later, and people now regard it as probably one of the more revered sci-fi horror movies out there. And it got to the point, think about this too. You know that scene where Rear illustrates how wormholes work with that pen and paper? That was replicated on Christopher Nolan's Interstellar movie. I don't know if you caught that, but I'm just reading about it here on Wikipedia now. Here's the part where things get a little interesting. I don't know how you're going to feel about this, but apparently in 2011, um, Paul Anderson and Jeremy Bolt stated that there has been discussions with Paramount to explore additional movies to expand on the Event Horizon story in the form of a sequel or a prequel. Potential stories to be developed include the following of the first crew. Now, they just recently released a comic book which chronicles the story of the original crew of the Event Horizon. I've seen pages of it so far, and it's actually quite a very intriguing story to see how the beginnings of that horror unfolded. Now, however, there has been no more talks about them doing a movie sequel, and this was like the last time I heard any news about it was 2020. However, in August of 2019, and apparently this is going to happen, Paramount Television and Amazon Studios, along with Adam Wingard, the guy who directed movies like The Guest, You Are Next, and the recent Godzilla, Kong vs. Godzilla, and the other Godzilla movie that came out, he's going to be involved in doing a TV series based on this Event Horizon film. The original producers are back on board as the executive producers. And that was back in 2019. March of last year, Adam provided a brief update saying that the TV series is going to be in the works. Just got to get a few things out of the way first, and then they're going to start doing it. So Paramount and Amazon still want to make this happen. And apparently, where they're going with this storyline wise, it looks like it's going to be a prequel. So it's going to be based on that comic book that recently came out, which shows what happened to the original crew. So with the name that's attached to directing it, I think it'll probably work because the guy, if you've seen his other movies like The Guest and that horror film You're Next, you know the kind of movie he can pull out. So yeah, I reckon that would work. I mean, how do you feel about that? The idea of them expanding on that in the form of a sequel or a prequel. I mean, they've already got a prequel as a comic book, and I've already read some pages of it. It does look pretty good. But how's your thoughts on this?
I mean, like I said, you know where I am, Paul. I'm a firm component, leaving things a mystery. Not everything needs to be explained. I
know.
I think it demystifies, the original intention. Like I said, I was perfectly fine with the little clips, the little glimpses of what we saw happen, and because I think it's more scary. I think the unknown is more terrifying. So if you want to do it, do it. I don't think it's necessary for me, but hey, if you want to do it, do it.
Well, until I see some screenshots of this film or TV series, and until I see a trailer and who's involved in the cast, it's kind of in the early stages. So until I see something on it, then I'll let you know what my thoughts are. And then if we do decide to watch it, then all right, fuck it, we'll do it. But right now, it's just early days for now, at least. But overall, man, back to this movie. It's a damn good movie, and 9 out of 10.
All right, cool. You got movie news, Paul?
Yeah, I'm just digging up a few right now. There's one that just, interestingly enough, just landed on my lap on Bloody Disgusting. So let's get right into this. Let's dive in. Now, as you know, Carl Urban is going to be in the upcoming Mortal Kombat sequel. He's going to be playing Johnny Cage. They just recently dropped the trailer for that, and does look pretty good. I mean, I enjoyed that previous Mortal Kombat movie that came out. So, yeah, if you guys want to see the trailer for the new one, that's dropped a few hours ago, and it's going to be out on the 24th of October. It's already been rated R for strong gory violence, which I expect. But anyway, this other piece of news, which just landed on Bloody Disgusting 3 hours ago. You remember that Judge Dredd movie that Carl Urban was in? Well, apparently, there's going to be another Judge Dredd movie coming, and the person that's involved in directing it is this. I have a hard time saying this name, but you'll know the name when I say it. It's Taika Waititi. This is the guy who did the 2 4 movies that came out, and I think he also did that Oh, what was the name of that other film he did? There was this one that he was in. He did that had Scarlett Johansson. I forgot the fucking name of it. But yeah, apparently he is going to be. His name has been attached to direct a new movie version of Judge Dredd. The Hollywood Reporter details that the log line is being kept under the visor, but the pitch is said to take inspiration more from the comics than the previous screen. That bothers me because I'm going to say this right now. That last Judge Dredd movie, I fucking loved. So the idea that he's taken inspiration more from the comics, that can be like a double-edged sword. If he does it properly, then it might be something worth checking out. But if it's anything like that one that Stallone was in, then I'm going to get pissed off real quick. But anyway, I'm still reading into this more. So it's leaning into the world building and dark humor, and it's also meant to be a fun sci-fi blockbuster that nonetheless speaks to the moment in culture. Okay, fair enough. The desire to see a movie launch a Dredd universe that could be explored with additional movies and shows various across platforms. So it looks like they've got plans to really expand on this. But when you got a name like the director that's involved in this, that commands a lot of box office clout or movie studio clout, I guess. As you may recall, the character was recently set to make his mark on the small screen, which was going to be a TV series called Judge Dredd Mega City 1, but that's been shit canned in favor for this new movie. Well, I have mixed feelings about this because, again, like I said, the first time they did a Judge Dredd movie, that's the one that Stallone was in 30 years ago. In terms of the look and the aesthetics, I thought it looked good. But in terms of the vibe of the movie, I thought it was shit. And the moment they took his fucking helmet off, that was the end of the movie, as far as I'm concerned. Because if you're a comic book aficionado of this kind of series, you all know Judge Dredd never ever took his fucking helmet off. It's the same bullshit they did with the Halo TV series where the Master Chief took his damn helmet off. Never happens in the video games. So that's why I preferred the previous Judge Dredd movie that Carl Urban was in, because he stayed true to the character, never once took his damn helmet off. And plus, also, the movie was really good. It was the closest you got to the feel of the comic book source. Yes, Chaz, there's going to be no follow-up to Dredd 3D. It looks like it's going to be a whole new reboot yet again, but with Taika Waititi involved in directing it. So I have mixed vibes about that because I know he's done the recent 2 4 movies, and the third 4 movie was all right, but that fourth one was absolute dog shit. So, man, I have my worries about that one. I really do have my worries. I mean, James, how do you feel about the idea of Taika Waititi involved in a Dredd movie?
Well, I didn't like the new. Well, actually, I did like this Dredd. I did like the Dredd movie with Carl Urban. I did. The Stallone version was Jesus. Probably some of the worst acting of his career. But I mean, I'm intrigued.
Yeah. Well, that'll be something worth checking into. And oh, hello, what's this? New Purge film in the works. About fucking time. All right, let's have a read of this. Okay, so James DeMonico, the guy who created the Purge movies, he says that him and his wife have completed writing the script for the 6th Purge movie. Now, I've been hearing about this one for quite a while. But anyway, he says here, he's just finished the script. His producer has read multiple drafts, given me notes, and we just handed it to Jason Blum, and he says he's really happy with it. And he reckons that filming could start next year if the timing works out. Because I remember, for anyone who's not been keeping up with the Purge movies, there has been 5 movies in the series so far. The 4th movie technically is the very first Purge movie, chronological time wise. The recent movie that came out during COVID was called The Forever Purge, and if you guys saw that fifth one, that was when shit hit the fan because I'll try not to go into the story too much, but it got to the point where the people that supports the Purge decided, you know what? I don't want it to end. I want it to keep on going forever. So the whole country goes into like full-blown fucking anarchy. Now, the other thing I've been hearing about this sixth one, because the way the fifth one ended, I reckon that number 6 will be on a global scale. Because if you remember on the third Purge movie, Election Year, and I'm sure you've seen that one, James, you had this bit on the news clip where you see an article, a news clip about people traveling from other countries to go to the US to take part in the Purge. They were known as murder tourists. So when they found out that, when they found out that the Purge got shit canned and now all hell's broken loose in the US because you got the Purge supporters that don't want it to end. Now you got all the other people that like to do the Purge. Now they've broken out on a global scale. So one of the rumors I've been hearing is that it's broken out into a full-blown fucking war. You got one side of people that are against the Purge and they're trying to stop these fucking psychos. And then you've got the other half that wants to keep it going because they just want to go on a full-blown murder fest. So I reckon that's where they might go storyline-wise. I might be wrong, but I hear that Frank Grillo's going to be back in it. He played Sergeant Leo Barnes, who was in the second and third Purge movie. So, yeah, I mean, like, it's no secret. I am someone who is a fan of the Purge movies. I do love the concept of the idea of that movie. I mean, the first movie that came out originally in 2013 was a surprise hit. You're talking about a movie that had a budget of $2 million, and the motherfucker went on to make $83 million. And then, even though the first movie's idea, the concept was good, but the first movie I didn't go much on because it was like it felt like a home invasion movie. I felt that the movie found its feet when part 2 came out, the Purge Anarchy, when it went out into the streets. Then you see the Purge on the whole massive global scale. And that's where a lot of people say is where it was better than the first movie. And I agree with that. As far as which one's my favorite in the series, fucking hell, that's a tough one because I've enjoyed all of them so far. Even the first one, despite the fact that it's confined in one place. But I'm gonna have to say the second one is my favorite. The Forever Purge is my second favorite. And I'm going to put Election Year as my third favorite. And the other two are good too. But yeah, guys, we got a new Purge movie that's in the works. They've just finished the script. And it looks like it could be out sometime next year. But right now, James DeMonico is releasing a new horror film called The Home, which is going to be dropping in the theaters this July 25th. So that's going to be something for you guys to keep an eye out for. So, guys, keep an eye on that. So how do you feel about the idea of having a new Purge movie? Do you think we need any more? Some people say that this could be the final entry because let's face it, where else is it going to go after this one if it goes in that direction that I just described? So how do you feel about that?
Honestly, Paul, after Purge 2, I haven't kept up.
All right. Well, I think I'm going to have to add that series at some point. Not just yet, though. I got some other stuff, but I will put it in there, kids, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to put that in there. Anyway, right. As you guys know, we've just recently had the release of I Know What You Did Last Summer, and the reviews are out. And I can tell you right now, James, I advise you to approach this new one with caution because right now, currently on Rotten Tomatoes, it holds a 48% approval.
Ooh!
Yeah. Let me see what they said about the reviews. Let me see if I can get some of the comments on these reviews. Bear with me. Know What You Did Last Summer. Why has it got mixed reviews? What's the general consensus here? Let me read. Okay. No, actually, no. Correction. It's now gone down to 38%. Oh.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, shit. All right, let me read this. The general consensus of the website reads, it faithfully harkens back to the original for better or for worse. This reboot serves up plenty of nostalgia without finding a compelling hook of its own. And they say that the kills are practically inconsistent as the first couple of strikes a tone of gory fun, but the back half of the film plays out like a more serious fare. All right, James, I'll bite. Let's hear it.
Well, I mean, it's early reviews, and the first I noticed it last summer wasn't necessarily loved by itself either. Halloween, not comparing to Halloween. Halloween wasn't really liked when it first came out. So I
This is
mean,
true.
I'm not gonna freak out, yet. Okay, I just think I'm not gonna freak out over it.
All right. Well, I probably might go see it in this. I'm not going to see it in the cinema this weekend because I've got 2 more gigs to do this weekend for photos. But I probably will go see this one just out of curiosity because I have seen the previous movies after all, and I want to see how this one holds up to the others because this is going to be a direct sequel to I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. So technically, this is really part 3. Well, I'm just reading what Bloody Disgusting has to say about it. According to Bloody Disgusting, they say that the sequel delivers slasher fun but remains stuck in the past. I'm just reading into it a little bit. So it looks like it's got a lot of they say it's too much on the nostalgia side of things, but it does have some interesting. This is Bloody Disgusting review, by the way, and they gave it 3 skulls out of 5. So they're saying that I'm reading the bottom part of it here. It says it's stuck in the past, delivering a legacy sequel that comes closest to recapturing the look, tone, and feel of the original, but it also makes for a fairly predictable yet entertaining meat and potato slasher that steadfastly clings to its formula. The higher body count and the new cast of genuinely likable characters helps introduce this legacy sequel to a new audience, but it's one best suited and tailored made for the die-hard fans of the original film. So they reckon that the diehard fans of the original, like you and me, that's been around to see the original, will probably end up enjoying it. The newer fans will probably be like, "Man, what the fuck's this?" So it seems like it's gonna be a mixed bag. You're gonna have people that like it, and you're gonna have people that don't like it. Depends. Again, it's like with 28 years later. It depends on what you're expecting to see out of this new one. So you might get what you want from it, or you might not. That's kind of the impression I'm getting here when it comes to this new film. What we got here? We got a werewolf movie called Werewolf, which is going to be starring Aaron Taylor Johnson. Lily Rose Depp is in talks of this. This is the new movie that's being directed by Robert Eggers. And if you don't know who he is, that's the guy who recently directed that Nosferatu movie, but he also did this Viking movie called The Northman, which I've still yet to see, by the way, folks. I've got the Blu-ray sitting here on my shelf. I just haven't got around to watching it. But anyway, yeah. Aaron Taylor Johnson has signed on to the project. Additionally, Lily Rose Depp is currently in talks to join this movie. It's set in the 13th century, being described as a medieval horror movie. And it'll be hitting the theaters on Christmas Day, 2026. And wait a minute. Chris Columbus, who produced the Nosferatu movie and is going to be back producing this werewolf movie. And if you don't know who Chris Columbus is, that's the guy who's directed the 2 Harry Potter movies. I hear he's also attached to make a new Gremlins movie, which has been long hinted for a long time. What else has been? Get the fuck out of here. Robert Eggers, he's also in talks of doing a reboot of an old 80s classic called Labyrinth.
Oh shit!
Get the fuck out of here. Well, Robert Eggers is a pretty accomplished director. I mean, if you've seen Northman, if you've seen Nosferatu, he's pretty good at what he does, but Labyrinth, man. Well, I can tell you right now, that's my mum's favorite film because of David Bowie being in it. How the hell are you going to replicate that? Because that movie is was a classic for its time, dude. Who the hell are you going to get to play David Bowie's character? Who's going to fit those shoes, man? All right, well, we'll have to wait and see on that one, but shit. But that's the two movies he's going to be planning next, it seems. Okay. What do we got else on the post? I'm just skimming. Oh my god. Dude. We got another Amityville movie coming.
Man, you man!
This will be the 38th one. All right, let me read this. Okay, Borderlight Pictures, which is the studio that made that movie Barbarian, and Divide and Conquer, which did a slasher movie recently called Heart Eyes, is teaming up for a radical new take on Amityville. And they've enlisted the directing duo who did a found footage horror movie called Deadstream. They're going to be involved in writing this. So, oh boy, let me read this.
All right, I get it!
I know, Plankton. I know. Well, anyway, this new Amityville movie won't be based on that IP. Its roots are instead in the famed real-life paranormal story behind those stories, with the film offering a fresh look at the notorious Amityville house itself. Okay, so it's not about the actual ghosts and everything. This is about the actual paranormal story behind those stories. Has that been done before in this Amityville series? James?
I don't know, Paul. Has it?
I don't think it has. It's been...
Damn it, man.
Dude...
You think after 38 movies... Okay.
38 movies, folks. You're talking official sequels and unofficial sequels. We've even had spoof Amityville movies, like a fucking Amityville toilet. Yeah, that's right, folks. A haunted fucking shitter in Amityville. There is that movie, dude. It does exist. Oh, jeez. Well, interesting names attached to it, and I do think it's interesting that they're going to be doing a fresh look on that. I'm not sure if it's been done before, but people in the chat box, do we really need another Amityville movie? Chaz is asking how many Amityville. You know what? I'm gonna go on Wikipedia right now. I'm gonna type in Amityville horror. I'm gonna see.
You said 30, it's 37.
I'm gonna make sure, just to make sure that I'm right. I have to make sure. So give me a
Making
minute.
37 films since 1974 is crazy.
I know, dude. Okay, so in the main series, it's a 10th installment, but if you count all the spin-offs, okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 50. This is 2023. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70,
Are you fucking
71,
serious?
73 fucking movies. I'm not joking, dude. I'm gonna send you this right now. I'm gonna send you this. I'm gonna send you the Wikipedia. I shit you not. 73 fucking Amityville movies. I can't believe it myself.
I hate these people.
Here you go.
I hate these people. I hate these people. I hate these people so much.
Scroll down on the films, dude. If you don't believe me, scroll down. I can't believe it.
Fuck this.
So this new one will be 76. Yeah, Chaz, really. Chaz, go on Wikipedia, type in Amityville Horror, and look at the list of films. Okay, so let's recap here, folks. Friday the 13th has 12 movies. Halloween has 13. Hellraiser has 11. Children of the Corn has 12. Leprechaun has 8. Scream has 6. I Know What You Did Last Summer has 4. And Amityville has 73 movies! And most of them are not even part of the main canon.
See what I mean? You see what I mean? See, everybody look at me like I'm crazy when I say we don't need to. Everybody's like, James, you're just being... But now you see. Now you see because of shit like this. See, I win. I won at the end.
73 Amityville movies, even for me. Even for me, that's taking the piss.
See, I told y'all. I told y'all.
Let me just grab a stiff drink a minute, and then I'm gonna see if there's any more news. Give me a minute, folks. I need to calm down. Fucking 73 fucking movies, man. What the fuck, man? Ugh. That's my stomach saying how he feels about it too. Okay, I'm good. Moving on. Any more news? Please give me something that's more positive. 73 fucking Amityville movies. Fuck off. Fuck off, man. All right, anyway. All right. Workplace invasion horror Night of Violence is going to be premiering at the London Fright Fest Festival. Okay. Let's have a read of this. I don't know why, but this reminds me of Intruder. Yes, we've heard of home invasions, but what about a workplace invasion? Oh, this is going to be interesting. Okay. Night of Violence blends brutal thrills and biting satire, confronting the real-world horrors of corporate greed and the human cost of the opioid crisis. Following a major legal victory and the launch of their controversial drug, a corporation's celebration is cut short when masked town people posing as caterers launch a brutal attack. Trapped inside an office tower, a handful of employees scramble to survive as they are hunted down one by one in a relentless coordinated assault. With no escape and nowhere safe, the survivors are forced to fight back and turn the tables in a desperate bid to make it through a night of violence. Oh. Kind of reminds me of the Belko experiment, but I actually like the concept of this. So the guy who's directing this is his debut. Okay. And it looks like they're going for the whole... Hang on, let me read this. So it's his debut feature. He said he didn't want to play it safe. We shot fast with heart and with an incredible team of actors and crew who gave everything they have. Scrappy, angry, satirical, and violent, but underneath all the madness is a question of we're still asking, what's the price of survival in a world driven by profit? Does get you thinking, doesn't it, James? I don't mind the movies that do that. So yeah, this movie's going to have its cinema debut at the London Film Fright Fest, which is a horror festival, folks. Yeah, James, You ever come to England one day in August? August would be the best time. Go to London. You get to see all the cool horror movies in the cinema at the Fright Fest. It's like the Cannes of horror movies. Put it that way. But I'm not sure when it's going to be getting an official cinema release, or maybe it might end up being a straight to video gig because sometimes these movies do that, or it ended up on Shudder. Who knows? But I do like the concept of this Night of Violence movie. I'm going to send you the news link here, James. And you have a look for yourself. Even the killers kind of have that menacing look. Kind of looks like the Purging in essence. There you go. It's right there. Yes, Chaz, 76, if you count this new one as... I'm not going to get into it. But yeah, Night of Violence, something to look out for. Any more news? Let's see. What the hell? A24 is making a practical creature feature, which is being described as Ted meets E.T. It's called The Goblin. What the fuck? Okay, I need to read this. Hold on. Okay, so according to Deadline, David Malkinson, who's directing the project, is being referred to as Ted meets E.T. The Goblin is described as a raunchy comedy rather than a horror movie, mind you, but with A24 attached to it, it feels like a project that's worth mentioning. I mean, A24, they have brought out some good stuff as of late, I will admit that. But not much details here at the moment, but that's all I can get in a nutshell. Stay tuned as we learn, but it looks like they're going to be... It says here that the movie could be spending an upwards of $6 million on the project. And it all depends on who they cast to voice the character. Yeah, that's the thing. Who you going to get to voice the character? That's going to be the deal breaker right there, folks. Because if you have somebody casted to voice a role that they don't fit doing, then that could be a problem. So, that could be worth looking into. All right, see if there's one more bit of news, because I'm like really scooping down here. Hello. Nah, not worth reading. Yep, The Descent has its 20th anniversary. We are aware of that. Nope. Oh, okay. We got some Resident Evil news here. So, apparently, there's going to be a new Resident Evil movie coming out, and it's being directed by the guy who did Barbarian and this upcoming movie that's coming out soon called Weapons. So let's see what he says here. This will be the 8th Resident Evil movie. That's another reboot. I'm going to drop my feelings on this in a minute. But anyway, Zach here is said that is set to take the title back to its horror roots and will be more faithful to the initial games. But the filmmaker doesn't intend on being a slave to the franchise lore. Oh, hang on. What's going on here? So he says here he is a fan of the Resident Evil video game series. He's played them all. Don't know how many times. He just recently played the Resident Evil 4 remake, but he says he's not trying to be completely obedient to the lore of the games. He's trying to tell a story that feels authentic to the experience that you get when you play the games. So he says he doesn't think he's breaking any major rules, but he also recognizes that no matter what I do, people are going to come at him online about it. Yeah, I know. That's the thing. Okay. And this movie's going to be dropping next September on the 18th. All right. Here's my opinions on the Resident Evil movies, okay? And some of you may agree with me. Some of you might tell me to fuck off, but I'm going to say this anyway. I've seen all 7 Resident Evil movies. The first 6 that has Milla Jovovich in it. The first 2 movies I wasn't fond of, because when the movie tries to be way too much like the video game, 99% of the times they usually end up being shit because they try too hard. I started enjoying the Resident Evil movie series when the 3rd one came about, when it decided to do its own thing, and that's when I felt the series found its own identity. So from part 3 to part 6, that's when I started enjoying those Resident Evil films. They still kept the essence of the video games with the characters and whatnot, but made it its own thing with the story and timeline and its own universe. So that's why I enjoyed those Resident Evil movies. And don't get me started on Resident Evil Raccoon City. Me and James talked about this when we did the first Final Destination movie a few years back, and he remembers how pissed off I was, and I listed off all the things that I found that was wrong with it. If you want to hear my rant on that, go back and watch the Final Destination movie watch along we did a few years back, and you hear just how pissed off I was about that. I fucking hated Welcome to Raccoon City. I thought it was dog shit because of all the things that I felt was wrong with it. You know what? Fuck it, I'll just say it anyway. The Raccoon City incident and the mansion incident took place 2 months apart from each other. It didn't happen on the same day. Raccoon City did not look like a city. It looked like a fucking rural village area. Leon was a fucking joke. And the biggest thing that pissed me off about it is the jail cell scene. That guy, that reporter, Ben, who knows about the fucking zombie outbreak, okay? He knows that the guy in the cell next to him is turning into a zombie. He grabs Leon's gun, and he's pointing the gun at Leon when he should be pointing the gun that's turning into a fucking zombie and shoot him. But no, he decides to be a dumb fuck and have the gun at Leon, and that's why he gets his neck eaten out. So fuck that movie. Will I check out the new one? Yeah, I probably will. As long as it's not as terrible as the last one. But I don't know. We'll see. I mean, the guy, like I said, it's from the guy who did Barbarians, which I thought was a good film. Definitely looking forward to seeing Weapons. So, got a little bit of faith in this one, but I don't know. We'll see. Chaz here says he's not a fan of the movie franchise. Well, like I said, dude, I enjoyed the movies from 3 to 6, but the first 2 and the last one I thought sucked. But that's my opinion. Be that as it may. I'm pretty sure James has seen the Resident Evil films. He's probably going to have a different opinion toward than mine. But how about it, James?
I saw the first 2, and then I never really cared to go back.
Yeah. Like I said, like my problem with those first 2 is that they tried to be too much like the video game. And like I said, 99% of the time, it usually don't work. The only movie I know that stayed very close to the video game and worked was Silent Hill. And maybe that's that recent Super Mario movie as well. But yeah, the new Resident Evil movie dropping in September. And I think that's pretty much all the news I've got for now, folks. Yeah, that's it. And that concludes it.
All right, cool, awesome. All right, so yeah, well, sorry again, we had to run the show a little bit late, so we're kind of have to speed through this. But okay, so next week for episode 118 of Primetime Gorehounds, the next movie that we will be watching will be Back to the Future.
Yeah, he hit us with a swerve here, folks. Well, in that case, then I have a swerve of my own. Actually, no, I actually got 2.
Bro, because I'm James Russo, bro.
Fair enough. But as I was saying, I have a swerve of my own. Well, actually, no. To tell the truth, I have a double barrel swerve. 2 movies to be exact. So it's like I'm having a hard time picking which one I want to do first. I definitely want to do both of them in these next 2 picks of mine. So,
I'm about to say, Paul, we're not doing 2 movies back to back.
No, we're not going to do it back to back, but I definitely want to do these 2 movies in the next 2 picks. So, but it's fucking killing me because I can't decide which one. So I'm gonna flip a coin, and then I'm gonna tell you which one.
Make you do this now?
Yeah, did it. All right. My next pick. It's actually a sequel. We did the first movie last year when we did the Karate Kid, and after James doing a reference to the movie last week, I thought, you know what? fuck it, I'm gonna do it. So, folks, my next pick, we're gonna go with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Part 2: The Secret of the Ooze.
Fun movie. Very, very fun movie.
And I will say my next one after that might be a bit of a shocker. I'll say that.
Well, I mean, we already did Shocker, so you can't do that.
No, we're not going to do Shocker. I will just say it's another movie that Leah Thompson's in, but you're going to have to wait until after the Ninja Turtles pick.
Man, are you mad?
Well, you want me to say it now or not?
If it is what I think it is, then okay, that is a swerve for sure.
Oh yeah, I'll be pulling the trigger on it, but not just yet. But it's coming. I promise you that.
All right. Okay. Well, okay. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right. So, next week we will be watching Back to the Future. Then we're gonna visit the Turtles again. So it should be a fun time. It should be a fun time. Wait, I'm trying to add something here.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Okay. Will it be on here? Oh no, it won't. Okay. All right, never mind. All right, so so please be sure to hit that like, subscribe button. We will see you guys next week for the Primetime Gorehounds. We're Back to the Future. Paul, tell folks where they can find you.
Well, if you're on Facebook, Paul Burt's Photography Corner, there's going to be a whole heap of photos coming up on Sunday because today I had to do some gig photos. There's more coming up on Friday and Saturday. So going to have a very busy Sunday uploading maybe close to 1,000 photos. Then you can go and support indie horror. A lot of cool content on there. And if you're on Instagram, find me there. TikTok, you'll find me there. And if you're not on any of those platforms and want to see some more photos, you'll find me on Blue Sky.
Okay, cool. And of course, you can find me on Primetime James Thomas. That's my professional wrestling channel, Primetime Movie Network, which is here, obviously, and of course, Primetime Movie Network. So please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Hope you guys have enjoyed tonight's show of watching Event Horizon. Good film. I liked it. That was a good pick.
Thanks.
And all right. So, and because I was such a good pick. You actually surprised me with that one. We're gonna end the show off strong with Paul. Actually, no. Actually, I won't. I'll be nice. I'll be nice. I'll be nice.
All right.
If you don't know, Paul likes to see big women.
Oh, shut up.
But instead, we're going to. You know what? We're going to end it with Pastor Gino. Okay, and we'll see y'all next week. And actually, no. Keep it fine, folks. Lawrence Fishburne may save these people, but sometimes people aren't worth saving. So we are out. See you next week. Peace.
If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? What make you think you greater than Jesus, nigga? If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? Why are you trying, nigga? If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? Why are you trying? What make you think you greater than Jesus, nigga? What make you think you greater than Jesus? What make you think you greater than Jesus, nigga? What make you think you greater than Jesus? What make you think you greater than Jesus? Swing the wing makes God. Can't save these hoes. Can't save these hoes, nigga. nigga. Can't save these hoes. 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 Can't save these hoes, nigga. If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? Why are you trying? If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? Why are you trying? What make you think you greater than Jesus, nigga?
That's right. You so-called Christian-looking whores. That's it. Jumping in some church, flapping your ankle chains around, all on the choir, breasts hanging out, lips all red, nails painted red, purple, blue, green, long like bird claws, all this fake hair, breast implants, toenails painted with little fake diamonds in it. Your toes ain't richer. You're nothing but a prostitute.
Amen.
Yeah, man.
Wonderful, beautiful.
Go ahead, go to church now. Go to church. Got nothing but a singing hoe, a shouting hoe, a organ playing hoe, a choir director hoe. Hey, preacher. If what I just said describe your wife, you're married to a hoe.
Amen.
Am I right, I said? Talk to me.
Shit.
Guess what, Paul? I lied. See you next
Yeah, I
week.
know you did.
To us by our very own pastor, Pastor James, when we was just this little.
Free Pastor James!
My man loves me. He provides for me. He protects me. So tonight, I'm gonna drop it low just for him. Drop it low for Jesus. Keep the Lord in mind. When you're dirty wine, drop it for Jesus. In the club, shake it to the floor and show it love. I'm on the grind, cause for my sins he died. Cause I know I'll be at the pearly gates for show. I'll be in the number when the trumpet starts to blow. But tonight I gotta drop it low. Drop it low.
God loving music. Give it up again for what's your name?
Renita.
Renita, y'all. Yes. They will never be on this program again. That's enough dropping it low for Jesus and all our Christian viewers and our African American viewers. Please don't change the channel. All right, who's in the mood for some